Shalom. First, let's start off by giving all great honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakatash. Double honors to teachers, elders, and apostles of great milestone, likewise, brothers, put on this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly, feeding the sheep, and you brothers and sisters doing in Shalom. Today's lesson's title, Steadfast in the Faith. Don't let Esau play you. Now, as we approach the year 2026, which the elder apostle has deemed the year of the apostates, you have a lot of anxiety, reactive behavior that is starting to surface. And you have to be deeply rooted in this, ministry, and forsake whatever you were in the world or whatever you think that you can be in the world, and focus on what the scriptures say is the way we are supposed to be focused on, which is on this work, because true to the matter is Great Babylon America is finished. As you can see here, that tombstone represents the death of this nation, that Esau is so proud of. Let's go into 1 Peter 5, start verse 6. It reads, "Humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of power, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walking about seeking whom he may devour." So you have Jakes right now, you're thinking about a new career, and of course there's nothing wrong with having a living, but when you start to look at it in a way that you want to preserve the old life that you had, where you might have been a baller, you might have been the guy that could, pick up the tab, when everyone goes out, you might have been the guy that, had the flashes of things like that, and you might have had to, not live like that as you come into this ministry. Let's say, for example, during the C-19, how many people lost their job because they refused to take the jump juice? And then those that took the jump juice, trying to preserve their life, what ended up happening to them? Right now you have myocardiac arrest and all kinds of things that's going on that they're trying to hide from the public. There was a price to pay. Other people might have had to change their lifestyle, because they might have had to leave a very high paying job, because they didn't take, or didn't obey the mandate that was out back then. But here they are right now. They have a peace of mind that they don't have something foreign in their body right now, whereas other people right now, not only did they end up losing the job that they put their life at risk for, but they now have to deal with what's in their body right now that's going to put them in the spirit world real soon. Continuing, it says, "Whom resisteth steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world." So anytime you sit down and you're thinking about yourself and going, oh boy, I had to make all these hard decisions, or what am I going to do here? There's all the other brothers that you watch, on YouTube or any other platform, that are true brothers, that are true in this ministry. They have their own version, of decision making or hell that they have to deal with, or have to look at what they're giving up in order for salvation. So this is not something that only you walking in it by yourself, but see, this is how Esau will put you in that state of mind, me, myself, and I. It's always that. Remember that song by De La Soul? It says, "But the power of all grace, who had called us into his eternal glory by the Mashiach, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you. To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen." So the Lord Yahweh Shemashai is going to guide you if you allow him to guide you. He's going to make that decision for you. And there's brothers that can attest to it. I can speak for myself personally, who've had to walk away, from what I had been following and trying to grab my entire life. And things turned out to be a hell of a lot better than when I was out there, being Esau's little doggone bitch, so to speak. So you brothers don't have nothing to worry about. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to take care of you. Trust me on that when I tell you that. All right? I'm not going to go into details. This is 1 Corinthians 10, And Psalms 13 reads, there had no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But power is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So we're going to be put through some temptation. Okay, you might have family members passing away. You might have newfound family members that are looking for you. What the hell is this? You see someone's looking for you on Google or Facebook. Long lost brother, long lost sister. People in that mindset of let's get together, and they think numbers is more and more numbers is better as far as family. This is how that worldly thinking is. Okay, and what they're not looking at is that you're living in a cauldron of people, that have each brought their own wickedness to the table. And when it's all said and done, as we can see right now, as this place is imploding on itself, okay, there isn't going to be anybody that's going to be loyal. The only loyalty there's going to be is those people that are in the faith, okay, the true, okay, brotherhood and sisterhood, okay, the ones that Mashiach is dealing with, okay. So if you're having that temptation on you, the Lord, if he's dealing with you, he's going to give you a way to escape that. He's going to give you that strength, that mindset. Okay, you might be alone. Okay, you might not be the type of person that people find attractive, okay, or easy to get along with for whatever reason. Okay, and people judge you even just by your looks. So what? Yahweh Shemashai, okay, is going to guide you if you allow him to guide you. Okay, and just focus on what needs to be focused on, what's really important. Okay, which is doing this work no matter what. Okay, this is Revelation 2:10. It reads, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Okay, so each and every brother in this ministry, you have to understand this. Okay, doesn't matter if you're just a so-called low-level brother. You might only know, this much scriptures or whatever the case is like that. You don't get that many views or whatever the case is like that. Your subscriber level might be only a few hundreds, whatever the case is like that. The Lord may actually have chosen you to be that sacrificial lamb, to be the one, okay, that's going to be paraded around on the news, okay, thrown in prison, and maybe even be publicly beheaded. Okay. Don't sit down and think necessarily that it's going to be, one of the elder brothers or the apostles or those like that, because they've been in the ministry a long time, that the Lord is going to choose them because they can go through the suffering better than you can. But all of us are going through the suffering mentally, okay, and physically, okay, we're going through it. So each and every brother in this ministry, I always think to myself that any day right now, they can kick the door down, grab my ass, beat the shit out of me, take me down there and threaten to chop my head off. And that's a mindset I walk with on a daily basis. Okay, they can take everything away from you. Okay, and that's the will of the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. In fact, we're going to go into that. Okay, but you see the Mashiach, he says what? If you stay faithful to the end, he's going to give you a crown of life. What's better than that? This shit? Seriously? Let's go into Matthew 10. And Psalms 37 reads, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. So that's basically the mindset we're in. Like that is the fact is, okay, we know, especially as the so-called black man, if Esau them would only deal with you if you're some faggot or you're willing to become a faggot for them, bend over for them. Okay, they don't like, okay, men like us. They can look at us and see the spirit on us as not want to bow down to the damn devil. They can see it. You walk around in public and you can see people looking at you and they can tell you're an austere person. You're no nonsense. Okay? You're willing to have it and you're willing to lose it. You're in that mindset. Because if, and maybe, hey, some people might not have lived in a car before or lived outside or faced homelessness multiple times in their life. Okay, or failed over and over and over and over again. Okay, and yeah, you're right. Some of us had caught hell very early in our life, or pretty much a majority of our life, just been catching hell, decade after decade after decade, until you get on your knees and you humble yourself before Yahweh Shem Yahushua and ask him to, not put you to death, ease off and give you a little break, so to speak. Okay. But you have guys that don't want to they don't take up their cross, man. Just want to be listeners, don't want to be doers, don't want to step out there on the highway in the Bible, don't want to put their ass on the line. Okay? Worrying about what this society is going to say to you, man. Break that damn chain off your leg and your mind and your hands, man. Okay? Break it off of you. This is 1 John 2. And verse 15 reads, love not the world, neither things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And this isn't saying that you can't have a good steak or nothing like that. This is talking about, being idolized. You want to be idolized, or you want to be part of those groups that are being idolized. So be like Esau them, and some of you brothers might have had the experience of where you've had the opportunity, to really live it up if you were willing to be Esau's little pet, so to speak. Okay? Esau's little pet. Okay? But there was another way, and the Lord Yahweh Shai showed you that other way, and the way it is, which is the righteous way, is the way that we're doing it right now. It reads, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but it's of the world. And the world passeth away and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of power abideth forever. So, that's the mindset. That's the mindset right there, man. Don't let Great Babylon America play you. This place is done, and we bring on the scriptures many times to talk about the fact that this place is going to be plagued, and then it's going to be destroyed. Okay. This is Mark 8, and verse 30, it reads, and he charged them that they should tell no man of him. And he began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected of the elders and of the chief priests and scribes and be killed, and after 3 days rise again. So Yahushua is making sure that the disciples know what? Okay, that he's not going to be popular. He's not going to be liked. Okay, that he has to die. He was the sacrifice that the Lord Yahushua sent him. Okay, on earth. Okay, and this was his mission. Okay, and he spake that saying openly, and Peter took him and began to rebuke him. So they didn't want to hear that, because they like Yahushua, but they didn't want to hear that he had to die. That he came, and that his mission was that he was going to preach the gospel, and then he was going to be put to death. Okay, but that was for our sake. That this needed to happen. If not, then we wouldn't have salvation. Okay, but when he had turned about and looked at his disciple, he rebuked Peter, saying, get thee behind me, Satan, for thou savest not the things that be of power, but the things that be of men. Okay, so they no sweet talking in this. If there's someone that's coming and telling you, oh, well, we're going to be okay, no, we're going to go through much tribulation, we're going to enter into the kingdom of heaven. And your mindset has got to be in that way. It just simply has to be. And when he had called the people unto him with his disciple also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Not a damn thing. You got to accept the fact that we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelite. We're going to inherit, okay, the kingdom of heaven. Yahushua is going to reward, okay, us for our good work, which is beyond our imagination. It's beyond our imagination. So don't put down the work just for a few dollars more, man. Okay, just keep going. Find a way. Lord willing, the lack was edified at the close up by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem El Shai Ba'Shem Rakakadash Shalom.